There's there's one person here who's not full of shit. It's unfortunate that it's me because I have no friends or family. There's people here that I would absolutely give my life for, and you know what? Some of them fucking assaulted me. You're not allowed to get shot in my general vicinity. You're not allowed to get stabbed in my local vicinity. You're not allowed to be a victim of vehicular manslaughter in my vicinity. You're not allowed. Because I won't be quiet about it. Not while it's happening and not after. Well, cops nationwide will come and harm me over people lying. They're allergic to evidence. Yeah, there was 58 views and 6 hours something of people watching one of them videos just while I was making it. A lot of them, just like in real life, they're trolls, drug addicts, people whose lives are so pathetic like mine, but, well, their addiction is alcohol, drugs. What am I addicted to? The hope of equality and common decency. And that dude was wanting to yell at me about what John had done and yell at me to back away. First of all, John did that, not me. And second of all, I did back away. That man is absolutely unstable and dangerous. So's John. Now imagine if that gun had fallen out of his pocket and gone off. There's all the employees here. There's also the fact that he's not coming to this parking lot to see me. He's coming to this parking lot to score drugs. He's coming to this parking lot when he loses his drugs to go looking for his drugs. He wants me to listen to his Jesus bullshit, just like everybody else. He wants to blame this shit on the devil. No, these are shitty people. Big difference between a devil and a shitty person. I'm pretty fucking civil. One thing you get to see recorded is me trying to be nice, me trying to speak up, and how eventually I get to the point where I am too afraid to speak. You know, people tell me to do stuff and I try it. You know, all these truly crazy people out here that it is obvious that they are twacked out their fucking gourd, don't know what the hell is operating in this world. They kind of sort of know their immediate surroundings. And they definitely know the people they're doing drugs with. You know, these religious folks always telling me to talk to God, talk to God, talk to God. It's funny. It's hilarious. I've had a lot of people tell me, oh, you don't have to say it out loud. You know, what's between you and God is between you and God. When you think it in your head, it's praying too. Fucking makes me laugh. It really does. God, if you people only knew, if you only knew the reality of the world that you live in, of the fact that you have the power of right and wrong, good or bad, You're a Christian until it's time to do the actual just and righteous thing. One guy, Alex Furman, he decided he was going to try pulling some Buddhist crap after being a Christian since I met him. I'm like, man, you got no idea what kind of can of worms you're opening up there. That just give him easy options out. He's out there screaming some shit again. He is beating on the road. Now, of course, since the cops tend to blame me for anything that any hobo does, he's beating on it in a different place. For a lot of these people, the reason they he says I'm here because I'm being experimented on medically. I don't know about all that. Well, John is coming back to apologize for earlier.
Yeah, you come apologize, you get the fuck away from me. I will kill you. I will make you fucking bleed if you come near me again. Do you understand that? I let them know I will. I will kill you. You step away, you don't come near me again. Don't come near me again.
How do you expect me not to have a mental breakdown? I got a fear for both of their safety because I can't not care. Many of you know the effects of mixing Haldol with Ativan. How many of you know the side effects of Haldol? How many of you know the side effects of Ativan? You're not stuck out here with them. You're not forced to go eat with them. No, I'm not physically able to cash the checks. My mouth is, well, my mouth is about the only good part of me left. Everything else has fallen to shit. Nothing else wants to work right. Unfortunately, it won't just quit. I would love to go to sleep tonight and never wake up. Well, the guy called 911. Kinda. Him and John were trying to get into a fight earlier. I'm not friends with any of these people. They're just people I know. Like they do a lot of their drug deals on. Let me show you. This little corridor right along here. They do their deals there. They use their drugs right there. And down at the far end, well, they do their deals down there too. I like this spot because it's tucked away and it's defensible with my passenger side window tore out. And you went right back to hammering the road. He's literally hammering the road. He was bullying Deborah earlier. It's bad. It's real bad here. And we're, what? We're trying to go blow up half of the fucking Middle East? Didn't we just get our asses kicked over in the Middle East? I'm pretty sure we did. I'm pretty sure there was a lot of really inhumane and fucked up shit that happened over there too. And it's always going to go on, and there's always going to be the violent assholes. The one who, that's the only solution. And then there's always going to be the followers that don't have any balls to actually follow through. And then you got the people who are small and disabled and broke and unattractive that are real easy for you to hurt. And nobody's going to care because they don't matter. They're not breeding material. When you actually care about somebody, you tend to hang on their words and you tend to hear them correctly. When you don't care about somebody, well, you tend to be thinking about yourself and your own internal monologue. Yeah. Well, looks like the cops finally showed up. Oh, there's the stadium. Oh, and there's the sheriff. They got a lot of these vehicles, don't they? Sounds like he's getting trespassed. That'll at least help to prevent this violence from happening here again. But it's just going to happen elsewhere. I mean, That's gotta be a state patrolman. Sorry, my wrist is killing me. Nice, just set it down. Well, this is Tillamook. That ain't useful. That's just outright annoying. Okay, he's flicking his lighter over by the propane shit. But it looks like he was looking down on the ground for something. They did tell him that he's been trespassed from the property. He kept on pointing over at my vehicle and the green car, the green car. They're not likely to investigate. They're likely to drive around like he imagines the whole thing. He absolutely didn't. Oh, beautiful, more rain. Yeah, he does not care. The staff do need to worry about that guy. The people who work at Safeway do need to be kept safe from that guy. The other thing is, John is a witness to several situations. He's also been recorded on my channel tonight multiple times, verifying everything I needed him to. Along with a bunch of crazy cockamamie bullshit besides that. But if they do pick him up, well, you better hope that's a toy gun in his pocket. But who am I going to tell that's going to care? That's why I record. Cops left, but he didn't. Neither one of them are exactly ideal witnesses, are they? Shit, he's out of sight. Oh, I see him now. My damn battery's dying. Hopefully John doesn't get shot. And not just because he's a witness. Like I said, I already recorded everything I need to from him. There's quite a bit. But y'all try to grossly reinterpret my words. And that's the most horrible thing you can do to a person. How many most horrible things can you do to a person? There's a lot of horrible things. And in repetition. That sounded like either a backfire or a gunshot. Might have been a car door closing. When your quote unquote mental health services bully people with autism, you're really not worth a fuck as a nation. Just saying. Well, he's gone back to hammering something. John was the one who several times over at the Center Market. He was over there digging through the dumpster, told me about his drug addiction, some other stuff. The thing is, you're all horrible people. All of you. Every one of you. Because it's me who you treat like just that stupid shit. Like I'm screaming for nothing. I'm screaming for help. Cops treat everybody out on the streets like they're a schizophrenic fucking druggie. How is it that none of you give a shit? You think it's okay that I'm harmed every single day because you want to pretend that all homeless people are druggies who are schizophrenic? Meanwhile, if they're schizophrenic druggies, where's the help that they're supposed to have by law? If I didn't record the crimes, there wouldn't be any evidence that it ever existed, would there? So apparently there's only cameras inside the store, or that's what's been insinuated to me this time. It's also been insinuated to me that there's cameras all across this. And then it's been insinuated to me that there is at least cameras that cover that front area. I don't know which one to believe. I do know that this is the most defensible area for me. State hospital's full. Not that I have a friend or family member to go with me or a safe place to put my things. I also called up multiple state hospitals. Some of those hospitals even said, hey, you don't want to come here. Yeah, I recorded it on this channel. Once you enter a place, logic and legality with demons and mythology, I really tend to not give a shit anymore. Your hallucinogens are, that's your thing. Whatever permanent lifelong damage you've done to your brain, that's all on you. Unless you were drugged by others, given bad prescriptions. But as far as addicts go, in the end, who's putting it into their bodies? It's everybody else's fault because they hurt. And the drugs help to drown out the pain. And it gives them an excuse. So many people say you can't fight the system, but every day we get to see people who did and won. One tiny battle at a time, but the other thing there is that you go after people who are disabled. You call them mentally ill and they are villainized. So tomorrow I gotta talk to a lawyer. We'll see if he's gonna do his job. I'll have every single one of you people know that I don't believe in any of your gods. Many of your bright and wonderful ideas, the whole talk to God, pray about it, pray for it, all day, every day. Since I was a little kid, all I do in my internal monologue is try to improve the world that I live in. And because people are always telling me to talk to God in my own head, does God ever listen? Does God ever respond? Sometimes I say it out loud. God, why'd you make these guys a bunch of idiots? Talk to God, he'll listen. Well, great, but he's not going to do anything. Does talking to God make Christians less pussies? I mean, seriously. The history of Christianity is a bunch of feral cats, basically. It's nonsense and insanity. All these people are going to be so tired tomorrow, too. Well, I guess today now. It's 1:28 a.m. I'm scared to go to sleep. Make sure my door's locked. Y'all don't think that's scary? How many friends of mine got stabbed to death? How many of my friends got shot to death? Yeah, it's fucking volatile and scary. And since these people want to talk about hurting each other, actually seriously doing it. Uh, I hope I don't have to get out of my vehicle again. At least not tonight. I'm fucking hurting too much. What kind of help do the homeless get? We're all blanketed into the mentally ill category. Every one of us. We're just assumed to be. We're also just assumed to be guilty. But some of this is getting real expensive. They want to shove all this money into programs that are helping people. Who is it helping? If it's only helping 5% of the population that's homeless, how much help is it actually doing? If it's only helping those who are in houses, how good is the mental health system doing? When patients are being abused repeatedly inside of state hospitals, what are we supposed to do about it? Well, just complaining a little bit on your Facebook, maybe it'll go viral, or maybe you can actually put in some work. Doesn't take much. If you helped to turn this shit in, helped to clean up your communities, helped to be the change. Instead of bitching about every goddamn thing that's wrong, why don't you work together with the victims? When you say it's horrible how quote unquote mentally ill people are treated, well, they're treated like that because you're not getting off your ass and doing something, you're just bitching. In general, it's bad and K. Shame on them and you go back to bed, right? Now, do I literally talk to God as if I believe in a God? No. It's just a frequent passing thought. God, I wish these guys would just stop being assholes. God, I just wish these people would fucking listen with their ears instead of their mouths. God, I wish people would listen with the intent to understand instead of the intent to insta-fix it. God, I hope she gets home safe. God, I hope he gets home safe. God, I hope she doesn't get fucking stabbed to death. God, I hope that's not a real gun. Or, oh God, I hope that's not a real gun. I guess maybe you call it the Department or Redundancy Department. Not to be confused with the Redundancy Department or Redundancy. Yeah, it's supposed to be a joke. I just ain't feeling it. I don't mean to get short with people when they're being absolutely ludicrous. There's only so much I can possibly handle. Y'all got no idea. I'm not getting paid for this. What good is the church is gonna do? We've been there and tried that. All of these people who have recorded on my channel talking about so many situations. It'd be a lot easier to go in and make sure that the right thing is done. Those of you who've known me and met me in real life, you realize that the people that you're afraid of, I'm kind of stuck with. Not kinda. When they're fucked up and pissed off at 2 o'clock in the morning, their victims are limited to basically who's stuck outside with them. 84% battery. Oh, I guess that's somewhat efficient. Oh God, who's here now? Oh, same guy's back. Fuck. Alright. Just making sure. There's a lot of people here I really like. I heard a car door. I was just making sure it wasn't one of the people I like who's parked close by me. Because they might have to walk pretty close by him. And just to prove I'm not bullshitting you. Yeah, he was just trespassed from the property. I don't think he gives a shit. You noticed, possibly that when people tell me I'm not allowed to go back, I don't go back. Unless it's law enforcement, because I'm fucking dumb. I know they're not going to make any distinction between me and some garden variety junkie out here. They're just going to assume, and if they're wrong, who cares? Everybody who works at any of the places where they might get in trouble from are all friends with each other, so it doesn't matter. Oh, God, I'm crucified out. See what I mean? All these people telling me to do stuff I already do. I always thought it was funny when people told me to do that. It's kind of like when I put on my seatbelt when I was riding with Big Jason Jepson in Chapel, Nebraska. He'd wait till I put on my seatbelt and he'd say, "Hey, put on your seatbelt." There's a lot of people that don't remember who I was back in the day because they're too busy being hateful about what they did. I do blame myself for my decisions, but I cannot blame myself for my lack of options. When other people choose to victimize me, it is not my fault. When people claim to be my friends and take advantage of me when I'm in a desperate situation, that's also not my fault. Somebody typed hi and is getting aggravated, apparently, and typed I typed hi, or I said hi, sorry. Yeah, I really don't care if you type hi or not. If you just want to pop up and be annoying or a troll, that's not necessary. We can be civil and humane here. There was several assaults earlier, and a guy with a gun, and a few people screaming at the wrong people. God, it sucks. I have to weigh all of my decisions heavily. I'm also really tired. I wanted to go to sleep hours ago. My heart hurts. I missed all my loved ones. It's alright though, the thing doesn't really work right all the time, so whatever. Let's just make sure we hope to get through the night without anybody being killed. Oh, why so sad? Because a lot of people are dead. A lot of my loved ones. Also, a lot of the people I helped to find. Also, the abuse that I have to take every day. Y'all don't understand how horrible it is to barely be able to move most days. To be repeatedly harmed over and over by cops who are too lazy to do their jobs, and then you have to turn them into themselves. And although you know it's illegal for you to be forced to go to your predators to turn them into themselves, that's what you're told you have to do. It's ludicrous. The whole driver's side of my vehicle is all kicked and pounded in. Thanks to Andrew Wolnez yesterday. Monotyped. I believe in you. Oh, I'm so sorry. Kitties will make you happy. Actually, kitties do make me happy. Doggies too. I like bunny rabbits as well. I also like iguanas and ferrets, so whatever, right? I do have a very natural fear of snakes. I try to handle them all carefully. Most of the time I have a fear that I might accidentally break one if I handle it improperly, or piss it off if it's a friend's boa. If it's a little garter snake, I'm quite a bit less afraid, but at that point I don't want to accidentally break it. If it's a rattlesnake, well, I know exactly what to be afraid of there. Anyway, my name is Sean Schwartz. I'm the guy that people try to pretend was some sort of creepy stalker with Natalie Bollinger. They told all sorts of different stories. Nobody gave a shit. I live in the United States of America where the people are horrible. Well, they'll pretend like they don't know what to do. You don't know what to do if someone you care about is being harmed. I bet you're lying. Mara typed a bunch of stuff and then guess what? Alright, I'm closing my eyes to go to sleep. I might talk a bit more. But no matter where I go, I have to deal with this. It's not like I can go somewhere private and be left alone. It's raining.